All right, so everybody in life, they want to, most people want to be, without saying it, they really want to be a boss. But everybody's not capable of being a boss. Everybody's not capable of being a leader. Everybody's not capable of being a king, a queen, a president, a vice president, a manager, an assistant manager. They're just not. So, but let me tell you how you can be a boss. You know, the first thing you got to do and understand to be a boss is you got to have experience in life. See, most people, they're Monday night quarterbacks where they speak about stuff after something has happened. You can never be a boss if you only speak about stuff after it happened. To be a real boss, you got to have life experience. And what that life experience does for you is that it gives you the skills to be a leader and to understand different circumstances and different situations, um, and how to handle them, how to manage through them, how to compromise. Yeah, because even as a boss, you got to be able to compromise. If you can't compromise, you can't be a boss. If you can't understand that you have to lose some to win, you can't be a boss. If you don't understand that sometimes as a boss, you're going to have to raise your voice. If you don't know how to raise your voice in a professional, still stern and respectful way, then you can't be a boss. You have to discipline yourself to be a boss. So let me go over the three necessary ingredients that you 100% need to be a boss. The first one is discipline. You have to discipline yourself. The second one is listening skills. You have to have listening skills to be a boss. And the third one is that you have to have experience in dealing with different circumstances and situations to be a boss. So I know a lot of people out there are thinking to themselves, who is he to say what it takes for me to be a boss? I'm just giving you a breakdown. You can take this advice or you and run with it and learn from it, or you can't. So again, as I said, one of the first three skills that you need is listening. If you learn how to listen well, you'll understand what I'm saying. Listening is a skill. It really is. So if you're gonna be trying to manage people, lead people, you gotta listen. Now, it doesn't mean because you're listening to everybody that you are going to do what everybody tells you to do, because you can't be a boss doing that either. No, again, experience is one of the key elements that you need to be a boss. You got to have listening skills. So let's go over again what it takes for you to be a boss. Number one thing is discipline. Discipline will keep you calm. It will keep you collected. It will keep your emotions from taking over. Because you cannot have emotions cannot be a part of you ever being a boss. Emotions, that's for a follower. Emotions is not for a boss. So you may ask yourself this: can a follower become a boss? Yeah, a follower can become a boss if they listen, They get the experience and they discipline themselves and they step it up a notch. That's how you become a boss from a follower. So you just won't jump into the role of a boss. You just can't. You can't be born to be a boss. You can't be born to be a king. That's false perception. That's false. That's definitely not 100% not true. That's the reason why kingdoms fall. So when someone believes that the next in line is supposed to be the king, but they don't know how to be a king. Same thing when you apply it to a boss. Just because your mother was a boss, your father, your grandmother was a boss, don't mean that you're going to be born into be a boss. Sometimes you have to start off leading from following. May not make sense to you, but you're going to follow someone that's a leader and learn from them by listening, discipline yourself and taking in the experience. And then when the time is right, you're going to become a boss. And you're going to be a better boss than the person who you were following if you know how to do it the right way. So I want the people out there that want to be a boss, that have the skills to be a boss, because we really need bosses that's not emotional. And when I say not emotional, that doesn't mean that you're cold. That means that you don't make your decisions based on emotions. You make your decisions based on if it's right. You don't make your decision because it's a family member, that a close friend. You make your decision based on is it right for the business. Understand what I'm saying? That's why you cannot have emotions when you're a boss, because you're going to make a decision that's based on somebody that's close to you. Um, and you don't want to make decisions based on somebody that's close to you. You want to make a decision based on is it the best for the business? Simple, plain as that. Is it best for the business? All right. So there's going to be a part two of this, but I want you guys to remember the three key elements. One is discipline. Second is listening skills. And third is experience. What it takes to be a boss. Part two. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks.